Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. And this time I'm going to be taking a look at 6 of my Irish coaches that I have so far in my collection, and these are all long haul coaches. I have 4 from Corgi, 1 from Oxford Diecast, and the other one is from Exclusive First Editions. So I'm going to be taking a look at the different ones that I have and my overall view thoughts on this collection in the end. So I'm going to jump right on into it. So 4 of them are Bus Aaron buses. They're expressway coaches. One from National Express, and the other one is Bus Aaron in the Eurolines livery. So I'm gonna do the first look at the Oxford model. So move all of these buses out of the way really quick. And start with the first one. So now I'm going to zoom in so you guys get a good look at this model. I'll try to make some camera adjustments here. So this one is Bus Aaron, but in the Eurolines livery. And this one's a Scania Irizar PB coach. And this is a pretty interesting one. It's one of my it's another Irish one. Inside the windows, right along the top, it says, for the lowest fares to Southern Ireland, visit www.eurolinesdo.co.uk. That's the small writing up there. I really like the Bus Aaron logo with the dog. In this one, it looks like the dog is running, which is pretty cool. A little different from some of the other ones. It's a triple axle coach, which you can see. And then along the back side, it's got the Bus Aaron logo with the dog running again. And it says Eurolines.com. Go again. Turned it around. I'm going to move it back just a little bit. Try to zoom out for just a sec. So this one's was a pretty interesting one that they made. Same detailing on this side too. Just a little bit different. I was going to say on the lower part it says your connection across Europe, which is pretty cool that it says that. No emergency exit doors on this one, at least doesn't look like, or not on this side. Taking a look at the top of the bus, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You can tell they've got 2 emergency hatches on the roof, one near the back and this one right here, and then it looks like got an air conditioning unit, AC unit on top. Looks like some fans right there, which is pretty cool that it's got that. Zoom out just a little bit. I like the mirror next to the driver's side, and then how the other 2 mirrors come down at the front right across. The number on this one is 890 to London, which is pretty cool. It's a little different from some of the other ones, but this is a pretty nice make from them. So it's a pretty nice one. Decent size for a 1/76 scale model. The next one I have is another Scania Irizar PB coach. And this one is from Corgi, and this is from National Express. But it's decorated in green. It says support Birmingham's Irish community. And this one's a double axle, as you can see, which is pretty cool. I like the detailing on this one with the shamrocks on it, which is pretty cool. A little bit smaller than the other one, but it's also a decent size for a 1/76 scale model bus. Turning it around, it's pretty much got some detailing right here along the back. National Express, the shamrocks. turning it around to this side. It's pretty much the same detailing on this side, which is pretty nice. And they made two, this one is a dual destination, and this one is model OM46202. And turning it around to the front. On the front of it, in really small writing, it says Happy St. Patrick's Day from National Express. It's really hard to tell that it says that, but that's what it says on the writing, or what it says on the that's what it says right above the front window, so there's that. Got a little bit of the same detailing with the other one. The mirrors hang down in the front, and then there's one by the driver's side, which is pretty cool that it has that. So that's also a pretty cool similarity to the Oxford model. So that'll be it for that one. The next bus I have is a bus Aaron Plaxton Paramount, and this one was made for Mark's Models of Dublin, I believe. And this was a pretty interesting one. Got the red paint job on it, which I like. It says Bus Aaron Expressway, and you see with the Irish setter in between where it says Bus Aaron, it looks like it doesn't look, I mean, it looks like the dog is running, almost like in a running stance a little bit, but it looks like the legs are tucked in, so it's a little bit different from the other one. The cool part about this one that I like the best is that the door, the passenger side door opens, and so do the luggage compartments on the bottom, which is pretty cool. I was also able to, it came with some from some destinations, so I was able to customize the bus a little bit. And so this one says Limerick, and that's what I put in the top window right there. The writing is small, and I think even if I zoomed in, it probably wouldn't show up as good, but that's what it says. So it's pretty cool that it came with some decals to put on it, which is pretty cool. Taking a look back at it again though. So it's pretty cool. Same detailing along the back side of it. And then along the other side of the bus, you can see the emergency exit door at the very back. Right there, that's drawn in right here, which is pretty cool. And then on top of the bus, it's got emergency hatches in the roof. It's got 3 of them, which is pretty cool. And this one I think is about 1/36, possibly 1/43 scale. Not exactly certain, but it's a pretty decent size. A little bit bigger than some of my other buses, but that's pretty cool. And then this one is another Corgi Plaxton Paramount coach. I think this is a Plaxton Paramount 3500. Yeah, it says right there on the bottom, Plaxton Paramount 35. And this one is from the toy range, the Corgi Road Services of Ireland collection that they released back in 2001. And then same thing as the last one, the luggage compartments open on both sides of the bus, which I think is pretty cool that it has that feature to it. This one has blue windows, which is definitely different from the other one that has clear windows. So that's another difference. Same paint job with the red, and then the Bus Aaron logo looks a bit bigger. About the same as the last one, but it looks like same thing with the dog in the running. Looks like the legs are tucked in together by the Bus Aaron logo, which is pretty cool. Then right along the back you see it says Bus Aaron Expressway. It's written very small though, but that's what it says. Turning it around, there is an emergency door. Looks like one right here. Just just made into the bus, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty nice. Same thing as the last bus, Aaron. There's no mirrors or anything on it, so that's a little bit different. But I think it's pretty cool that it doesn't have that because I'm sure they would break off very easily if they did. Also, it's got 3 emergency hatches on the roof, just like the last bus, Aaron, which is pretty cool. So it's pretty nice that it has that on there. This is a pretty cool one. I think this one's about the same scale as the last one, 136, possibly 143rd scale. So it's pretty nice. And then this one is from the Corgi Original Omnibus Company. And this one is a Van Hool Elizy Bus Aaron Expressway coach. And I can't take this one out of the case, so I can only show it from this side, but I'll do my best to show you of it what I can. Um, as you can see, it says Bus Aaron Expressway, and same thing with the dog on this one. Looks like the legs are tucked in right by Bus Aaron. Got the nice red paint job going down the side of it, which is pretty cool. Definitely a little bit of detail on this one. It looks like a luggage compartment down here, and then looks like some type of a door to, I don't know if that's like an emergency exit door or if that's for something else, but that's a little different. Looks like the little tank right behind the back wheel. It looks like that's looks like it says gas or something, and then you got the battery area right at the very back on the bottom of it, which is pretty cool. Bus Aaron Expressway on the back, and then turning it around to the front. The route is 008 Cork. And another thing about this model too that's different from a lot of my other ones is this one doesn't have any mirrors on it, which is pretty cool. Just looks a little bit different. I'm used to my models having mirrors, but the fact that this one doesn't, it's a little different, but it's okay. It's pretty cool. I think it's still a pretty cool model. It's a pretty nice bus right there. And that's also a 176 scale model as well. So it's pretty nice. And then the last one I have, this one is from Exclusive First Editions. And this one is a Plaxton Paramount coach. And it's another Bus Aaron Expressway bus. Same paint job as the other ones, with the red paint going down the side. Bus Aaron Expressway, and then you got the Irish setter. Same thing, the legs are tucked in. Looks like you got the luggage compartments on the right down here. Looks like you got some handles. There are no working features on this one, so it's a little bit different, but I like the detailing on it, which is pretty cool. No mirrors on it as well, which is a little bit different. I've noticed that Exclusive First Editions, I think, has a few models where I've noticed they have mirrors, but on the Plaxton Paramount coaches, I haven't seen them with any mirrors on it, so that's a little bit different. Taking a look around from the back, it says Bus Aaron Expressway, got the same paint job. And then kind of the same detailing on this side too. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit on the bus. Might have to make some camera adjustments here, which is okay. So you can see towards the back, there's you got the emergency exit door at the back. You still got the luggage compartments with the drawing of the handles on them on the bottom of the bus, which is pretty small. It says Bus Aaron Expressway on it, which is pretty cool. And then another thing too, a lot like the other ones. It's got the emergency hatches in the roof, which is pretty cool. It's just like the other two Corgi buses I showed you. So it's got those. So it's pretty nice detail on it. And this one is Ath, Cliath Dublin. That's what it says on it. So, and I'm not too sure how that part is pronounced, the second part, so that's why I spelled it. But that's pretty cool that it has that on it there for its destination. And then really quickly, taking a look back at the Van Hool Eliza coach. Gonna have to zoom out just a little bit. Or maybe I'll just move this back. Trying to do my best with the camera work. There is a couple of emergency hatches on top of the bus. There's one right here, and then another one right here. I feel like this one's more noticeable because of where the red paint is. And then right up here in the white, there's a little part of it that's there. I don't know. Okay, that shows. So you can see it right where my finger is. So that it does have some emergency hatches there too. So that's pretty cool that it has that on it as well. Now, to give my overall view thoughts on this collection of Irish coaches that I have in my collection. So now as I get all of them put back, I'm going to move the camera back just a notch. I'm going to try to zoom in just a notch, a little bit. Trying to make some camera adjustments, so I think this will work. So, I think these are all pretty cool coaches. I know if you didn't check out a few nights ago, I did, or in a few videos back, I should say, I did a couple of I did a video on the 4 Bus Erin Expressway buses. So if you haven't seen that video, you might want to go check that out. That was a pretty cool one. But I thought that this would be pretty cool to check out the Irish coaches that I have in my collection. And I think these are all pretty cool. It's nice that I have at least 6 of them. I'm looking to get more if I can. So if I get any more down the line in the future, I'll be sure to do some videos on those ones if I get them. But I wanted to take a look at the 6 that I have so far, and I think these are all pretty cool. It's nice that they're all different makes. A few of them are similar. There's a couple of Scania Irizar PB coaches and like 3 Plaxton Paramounts and a Van Hool Eliza. So it's pretty cool that there's some that are similar and a few that are different, but it's still, this is a pretty cool collection right here, and I think that these are pretty nice buses. Really looks cool, and I like the differences that they all have, or at least a good portion of them with some of their detailing. So it's pretty cool. This is a great collection. So if you really like collecting buses, I would say Corgi exclusive first editions and even Oxford Diecast. Oxford Diecast has a great selection of buses as well, but this is the only one I have was the Bus Erin Eurolines. So, but they did a great job with their models and the way they made these things, and they're pretty cool. So I'd highly recommend buses like these for your collection if you like collecting buses, if you're a bus enthusiast. Then you should definitely get coaches like these for your collection. They're pretty cool. So anyway, I just wanted to take the time to do a video and look at some of my Irish coaches that I have in my collection and give my overall view thoughts on it. So I think it's a pretty cool one. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please be sure you stay tuned for the next one.